All right. So new season. Hall's back. New time for a return episode of the podcast because I have to make this guy money now.
Money, money.
Fortunately, my job. So go ahead and let's start with. There's a lot of new people. You go ahead and introduce yourself first. How your history in the league and how you got here and yada yada whatever. Yeah.
All right. So I joined the league in
Oh
S18.
wait. I need your intro music real quick.
Oh yeah.
Good.
That's
Good.
like my hard rock intro.
That was good.
But I joined the league in S18 during the Reddit draft. I think it was the first or second Reddit draft. I started off. I was drafted to the Palm Beach Solar Bears, and I was so good that I immediately became GM and rebranded them to the Myrtle Beach Buccaneers. Now known as the Better Business Bureau Bucks.
The Better Business Bureau Bucks.
And then I got drafted to Philly, became their GM in like a year. I was there for like 5-6 seasons. This is where I drafted this bozo Juni. And then I was GMing Baltimore for a few years, won an Ultimus. Then I quit GMing. I just became a player. I played for San Jose the last couple of seasons. And now I am currently honorary Oos, which are ones up in the sky, some day one-ish, yeet. And I am currently on Portland, but I was drafted to the Wraiths for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, and that's where I am.
During the draft, they were like, "Is Oos really like a Yellowknife only?" I'm like, "God, no, please."
No, yeah, I was telling everybody like, no, I'm not just going to Juni. I will go wherever. And everyone's like, "Oh, are you gonna change positions?" And I said, "No." And they're like, "Oh, Juni can have him then."
Yeah, people are like, "How bad do you want Hall?" I'm like, I mean, I'm not like I'm not gonna hang out with him if I don't draft him. Like, it's not gonna change my life. I'm not gonna be like, "Oh no, I didn't draft him." I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm still gonna play with him multiple times a week and talk to him every day.
We haven't been on the same team since like what, S24.
It's been like four years since we were on the same team. It hasn't changed anything. I'm like, why do I have to be on the same team as him? I can still talk to him.
Exactly.
And so I was like, well, all right, sure. But, somehow managed to get you. My team traded for you in the middle of the night while we were playing Monster Hunter, and they traded for you. I was like,
hell yeah.
I was like, you didn't have to do that. They're like, God, it's a gift for you. I'm like,
wow.
I don't know about if trading a second-round
really
pick for you traded a second-round pick for Hall. I don't know if that's a gift.
For a quarterback you don't need, man. Yeah, woof.
So, my story's kind of similar to yours. I'm Juni, or Juniped, Nobody calls me that, my full name, so it's fine.
Juniped.
Juniped, like Juni Cortez.
That's where you get it from?
No, it's not, but, it's easier than where I got it from. How many people have watched Life and Times of Juniper Lee?
Oh, man, our league, everyone in the league is like 20, if that. So, like, probably none.
Yeah. So the chances of people of watching Life and Times of Juniper Lee is pretty low at this point. There's multiple people who they're like younger than 20. They're like, they have no idea what that is. They look up, they're like, what is this? It came on after American Dragon Jake Long, all right?
Yeah, it did.
So I loved American Dragon, and Life and Times of Juniper Lee was immediately after.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of usernames when I was playing Virtual Magic Kingdom. Couldn't think of one. And I picked Juniper, but with a D instead. And that's how I got Juniper.
Wow. Very creative. Because Juniper's a girl's name.
Juniper's a girl's name, but Juniped is a boy's name.
Boy's name. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So, much easier that way. And I was like, that's a great name.
I mean, nailed it. I mean, you could have went with like Jake Longer, but
Jake Longer. Yeah, that would have been. I've only not been able to get my username once, and it was on Twitter.
True.
I mean, it was like somebody apparently their real name was Juniped. I was like, all right, whatever.
I mean, it's Twitter, man. I think you dodged a bullet with that one.
Yeah. And of course, more Minecraft because I lost my account. That's a different story. Anyways, I joined the league in S21, I think.
No, you had to have been S20.
Maybe I was S20.
Because you were second draft I drafted you?
Maybe it was S20 then. Yeah, I got drafted to the Norfolk Seawolves, our first season out of a bot season, and I did so good I immediately became the GM. I did not rebrand it. And then Philly, their first round pick, retired in the middle of the night, and they were on the clock, and they had about an hour left to pick, and so they panicked and picked me. So they were like, "You were definitely not our first pick, but we got you anyways," and that's how that happened. And
we didn't win an Ultimus because of it.
Yeah. We were not the worst team of all time, but we were definitely not one of the best teams. It was probably it wasn't the worst stretch of time ever as a team, but it was definitely real unlucky. Could have been a lot better.
Yeah.
So that was
Philadelphia, definitely a cursed organization.
Yeah, not great. They rebranded to CTC. They got rid of me and immediately won an Ultimus. So I don't know. Take what you will out of that.
Yeah, and everyone just absolutely shit on them for changing the CTC.
Yep. And then I got drafted to Yellowknife on my third character.
You're gonna rebrand them, right?
No, I'm not going to. After LCC didn't want to redraft me.
Boo.
Yeah, and then I was IA for about 7 seasons, and they were like, "Hey, you want to be a GM?" I was like, "No." They were like, "We need a new GM," and I was like, "I'll do it if you can't find anybody else." And they're like, "Great, we can't find anybody else." I was like, "Okay." So that's how I became GM. I'm not getting MVP. We're playing bots. Oh, whatever.
Right. We need to play stronger bots.
Clearly. I do not want to have to pay attention while recording this. But yeah, so I've been GM of Yellowknife for 4 seasons now. Took over in 49.
Really?
I think.
Jeez. I didn't realize you've been GMing it for that long.
Yeah, it's been like almost 6 months.
Wow. That just seems way too long.
Yeah. Yeah, I took over in 49, I think. So...
All right, then.
Yeah. You know, I've never had a bad season. My worst season was 9-7. Never had a bad season. Yeah, I took over in a good team. We had...
Okay.
So, you know, definitely not because of me. For sure. Tuba's really in charge still. I'm just the face of the franchise, and he is the shadow GM. So I don't actually make any real decisions. He pings me. He's like, "Hey, can you go submit this?" And I go do submit it. He's like, "Hey, can you vote like this?" And I do it. So pretty easy.
I should have talked to Tuba about my contract. Then.
You should have talked to Tuba about your contract.
Okay.
Nope.
I got all my demands.
I explicitly did not let him talk to you. Anyways, yeah.
He gave me $6 million.
I've played RB. I've played OL. Well, I made a running back. Got converted to wide receiver. I made an offensive line.
Yeah, you did.
I made a wide receiver. Got converted to cornerback. Then I made a defensive line. Got converted to defensive line. Got converted to offensive line. So I've only played the position I wanted to once, and it was offensive line specifically just to make money for a career.
Yeah.
So
I think I've changed every time. Even when I was my last character, he stayed a tight end, but he changed to a blocking tight end. So this is my first time I'm trying to make demands, and of course it's the most difficult position to make demands at.
Yeah. So we'll see how that works. You know, I'm not saying no, you won't be quarterback. I'm just saying not right now.
You could just say no. I get it.
I'll think about it. Anyways.
Dual quarterback system is a perfect system. Never fails.
Yeah, it works in the DSFL great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I won an Ultimate with Kansas City.
I have 4 Ultiminis, so it's more than you.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. Rub it in.
Don't ask how many Ultimates I've won, because it's definitely 0.
Less than me, buddy.
We had the same amount of GMs of the year, though, so.
It doesn't matter. I got a ring, Ernie.
All right, well. That's a history of us, and we've already burnt 10 minutes. Let's go, baby.
Look at us. Get us paid, baby. Put the money in the account.
We're so good.
Is Cortesi still running the media? If it is, put money in my account, Joe.
He is. Yeah, somehow he was still running the media. I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
I am negative $2 million in the hole.
Oh
I need the payment.
How are you a quarterback with negative $2 million? This is why nobody would draft you.
I was a GM for 20 seasons and still broke. I think I was the brokest GM for all 20 seasons.
And LCC makes no money, so it's fine.
Yeah. If they paid GMs like updaters, baby, we'd be making it.
You were like, I want to be a quarterback. I don't want to make media though.
Yeah. No, man. No, my media. I'm doing my media right now, baby.
Yeah. All right.
This will
Fair
pay
enough.
for my equipment.
All right. I guess we'll have to record more of these.
I'm your problem now.
We're gonna make these like a every other week thing somehow.
I'm already capped out, so Sparky doesn't care. But I'm your problem now, bud.
No, no. All right. Whatever. I'll live with it. So anything else about the league you want to talk about? How about let's talk about before we get into questions. Let's talk about how I have had multiple people complain to me how you have the stupidest quarterback build of all time.
Oh, baby. Hey, the dual threat quarterback, pure speed, pure scrambler. Oos is great. It's hard to be a quarterback in today's era of the DSFL and have a 30% completion rate. All right, that takes true talent, true grit. You should be grateful that you could draft as a great quarterback.
Yeah.
Look, it's not my fault that when I made the build, I put everything in speed, and then about halfway through the season, Sparky said, "Will you please put some points in throwing?" And I said, "Fine." So now I put points in throwing.
No,
No, I'm gonna be good next year. I'm gonna be real good next year because I've got everything. Your boy can throw now. I've been in the gym. I've been tossing footballs with my right hand now. Woo, your boy's gonna be good.
30 seconds before you attack.
I'm not gonna pursue that. I'm just gonna.
Hey, when Portland wins the Ultimate and I win the MVP Offensive Player of the Year, I'm gonna be good. And honestly,
if you win MVP and Portland wins the Ultimate, I will eat a Carolina Reaper.
All right, say less. Y'all heard it here first. Juni's gonna eat a Carolina Reaper. Remind me in like 4 months. Look, I only sucked last year, so my boy Vittori could break the punt record. I'm a team player, all right?
Also a Wraith. We just drafted all of
You're
Portland.
right. My deal was the only way I'll get drafted by you is you also draft Hawkeye. And you said why? And I said because I want him to break the punt record in the ISFL as well.
And I already drafted Hawkeye by that point in time, so.
See, look, that's how good of a GM I am that I already knew what you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Give me GM of the year when we win the Ultimates because I made that decision for you to draft Hawkeye.
I don't think that's how it works.
Nope. Who's an HO? Whoever's an HO, make this happen.
Tuba's an HO now.
Oh, okay. All right, Tuba, I'm gonna make a phone call.
Yeah, he's Shadow
like
GM. He's Shadow GM and an HO. I am not.
Oh.
I'm barely paying attention to this game, dude. I don't know why you put this on normal. I'm not paying attention at all. All right. Anyway, so that's good to know. I don't really have anything to report about my character. I'm an offensive lineman. Nothing really exciting. Draft just happened. I'm actually really happy with our draft, how it went, which is good because I was playing Minecraft most of the time. Definitely not paying attention to the draft.
Nice.
I'm like, I talked by word. I'm like, hey guys, who should we draft? And they're like, we should draft this person. I'm like, all right. They gave me 3 people to talk to. No, 4 people to talk to. And I went and DM'd them. And I was like, let's have good do I like you? I liked all 4 of them. So I was like, all right. They're all great picks. So I'm like, great. That's very helpful. You just liked all the people we liked and didn't narrow it down. I was like, absolutely. Congratulations. I'm very helpful. I was busy being sad.
I had a feeling I was going to Yellowknife just because everybody that scouted me, after they said, oh, we don't need a quarterback, and I was like, man, I'm going to fall and Juni's going to draft me because nobody needs me.
I tried hard not to, though.
I mean, I get it. Like,
no,
it just kind of felt like I was like, yeah, it's meant to be.
I was like, I don't want to make it seem like I have to take Hall. I was like, I would love Hall,
Yeah.
right? But I don't want to make it seem like, oh, I got to take Hall. I'm like, this doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
And I didn't want to be that guy either. Like, I didn't care where he went. Like, I wasn't going to be like, I will only play for Yellowknife. Because I hate people that do that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people in the league that do that, and I absolutely hate it. Like, just play wherever, you know.
Yeah.
You literally can talk to people. It's not like they take you and lock you in a room and steal your phone.
Yeah.
And say you can't talk to any of your friends anymore.
Yeah. Like I'm still talking to him on a regular basis. I'm not gonna. What do you think? I'm not gonna watch WrestleMania with him on Saturday? Absolutely not. Still
Oh
going.
hell yeah! Talked my wife into it. I was like, you don't watch WrestleMania with me? And she's like, I don't understand it. I think it's stupid. I was like, so is that a yes? And she's like, I'll be in the room while you're watching it. I'm like, oh yeah, baby.
When she goes to bed, we can watch together.
You just wait until my boy Seth comes out. I'm singing it.
I want to watch 2 matches. I want to watch the opener and and the main event. That's it.
We
So-
gotta watch. We gotta watch El Americano
Yeah.
Grande though.
Yeah, tell you what. We'll save that one for later.
Oh yeah.
We gotta make Jitzel watch that one to get with us.
Oh yeah. Jitsel's gotta watch Ray versus El Americano.
Yeah, I wonder who it could be.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you know
I've
what's
been
weird?
thinking
Where's Chad Gable been lately?
he's been sick. He's got a doctor's note. That's why
Oh.
he's out. Everyone knows he's sick.
Yeah, that
Those
makes
nipples.
sense. It's just
I've
weird.
been thinking though.
Yeah.
I've been thinking like if you look at his body, if you look at
Mm-hmm.
El Americano's body, and you really look at, I think it's Hangman.
No, I got it.
That's
It's Kurt
Hangman.
Angle. It's Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah. He's got the same build. He's got the
nailed
same
it.
build, and
Same exact build. He wrestles the same
And-
way.
both love America.
Oh yeah, true. Both are known American fans. You know, he was a gold medalist.
And I heard that El Americano, I heard that he wrestled for Mexico and won a gold medal also.
Your hero.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Villain. I'm not.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. See, I mean, he's the best. He's the best. Honestly, he's never lost. Never lost a match. Undefeated.
Yeah,
And he was great.
I have never seen Kurt Angle lose a match. I've never watched
I
a
was
Kurt
talking
Angle
about
match. Oh, okay, yeah.
I was
no,
talking
go ahead.
about El Americano.
Oh,
Kurt
okay.
Angle's lost a lot of matches.
I've
He's
never.
not, you know.
You've
That's
never.
true. You've never watched it.
you've
I've never
never-
showed you a Kurt Angle match.
Yeah, you've never made me watch one. You
Oh,
have made me
boy.
watch. You have made me watch a lot of shitty matches.
We've got some TNA Angle, some perked up Kurt Angle to show you, baby.
Oh yeah, actually, I don't know if this skin is safe for me to use in this game. I'm showing a lot of skin. Oh my god,
We're fine. We're fine.
this is a lot.
We're yeah.
Hey, can you stand in front of me? Just yeah, there we go. You just play like that the whole game.
No more.
Oh wow, okay, rude.
Oh,
It's fine. All right.
hey.
Oh,
I'm on fire.
oh, nice. We'll go ahead and start taking questions then. Let's see if anything else. Oh, never mind. I do have one more thing to talk about. One more league thing. Our second round draft pick immediately retired after he didn't get his contract clause he wanted. And
I can do that.
No,
Oh,
it's too late. You already hit accept.
Oh, I
mean, you-
signed.
you
No, I
can-
didn't. No, I didn't.
I think
I
you
just
did.
said yeet. Yeet could be negative yeet.
You know what? I actually don't. I may get a message from Swanky saying that's not allowed. So
Yeets could be negative.
I really hope he's not messaging. If he messaged me saying, "Can he actually hit accept?" I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna say no until I get 6 million. I hope he does.
I'm still not gonna give. I will let you hold out for 6 million because you are not gonna make money, and you can go somewhere else.
But you really, man, I couldn't get drafted this year. Imagine if I hold out in next year's draft.
Yeah, if you
I
hold-
will fall so far.
You won't make any money if you hold out. You won't be able to earn half your TP if you hold out. So,
Oh my
really,
god!
I don't get my
didn't
backup
think about
quarterback.
that.
Oh no.
I didn't think about that. I don't get TP. I was thinking about money. I didn't care about money, but TP is actually a problem.
Yeah, you won't get TP. It does not bother
I
me.
forgot about that. Because you can only do activity checks and weekly training.
Yep. No PTs. No
God.
predictions.
Oh no, no PTs. Oh no.
yeah, I'm gonna
What
make you
will
do
I
your PTs.
Can you do them for me?
Not on stream. You can't ask me that on stream.
I mean, can you remind me to do them?
Yeah, I'll remind you to do them. I'll send you a 150 word paragraph asking you to do it.
Okay, yeah, that'll work. I think that'll really help me get going.
Yeah. Could you say something like this on your PT, please? You don't have to say exactly that, but if you could say something along those lines, that'd be cool.
I'll just take that and I'll just put it in some AI and be like, change the wording around
Oh,
so
yeah.
they know it's not you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they immediately retired and immediately made a agent in the league, which we all know agents work really well.
Oh, agents have never failed.
Yep. There's
As a former agent, I know they've never failed.
Did you spend time as an agent?
Yeah,
Why?
that's what I did when I first left Philly. I did that because I didn't want to earn anymore, but I wanted to just talk crap to other GMs.
you,
So,
you,
'cause it-
you
because-
can't make a
because
player, and you can't.
Yeah.
It costs so much money.
Yeah. So that's why I'm broke also, because I had to pay the money every year to become an agent. So I think I did it for like 2 seasons.
That's like
And
it's like $32 million.
yes, it is.
That's where
so
all
I
your money
I
went.
spent all that money. Yeah, but because I didn't want to GM anymore, I didn't really want to be a player because I'm not active. But I wanted to still be in GM chat, and the only way I could do that was by being an agent. So I got to hang out in GM chat and do all the drama, and I still got to talk to everybody, and I was basically like an open tamperer.
You just
I think I
BHL
had like
for that.
I think I had like 2, maybe 3 agents.
Oh my god.
I had a whole Discord that had all my agents in it, and like prospective agents,
Clients, you mean?
and no, yeah, you're right. So I had like my clients, and then I had people that wanted to, like, that thought about being a client. Maybe I just kind of like gave them advice. So we had a Discord chat, and basically I tried to like get a strike together and say that no one would sign unless we raised the prices of salary, but it didn't go very far. Everyone just signed for league minimum anyway.
That wouldn't make yeah. The league, it just doesn't. It's a great.
I know the
it's a
league's
great
not-
role-playing
yeah.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't sign for minimum, like, you're pretty much just
You're
hurting your team
Yeah.
to ever compete.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah, you'll never win if you don't sign for minimum.
yeah. And so like,
Which is stupid.
so
but
if you
that's
don't
the
sign
way
for
it
minimum,
is.
then you're just like actively hurting your team. And it's I
Yeah.
guess if you're rebuilding, sign your first few players for way more than minimum, and then later they
Yep.
can sign for minimum contracts. But if you're a competing team, you cannot do anything besides minimum, or you're just
Yeah.
up a creek.
I wish they would raise the cap, but all it would lead to is just people signing with all their friends and building super teams, and
Yeah.
everyone else would suck.
Pretty much.
And that's unfortunately just the way it is, because everyone would still sign for minimum. They would just sign for minimum on one team.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's the problem with defensive line right now. It's like, if you have a full offensive line, that you basically have a free advantage. Like, you
Yeah.
get your friends to make minimum running players as offensive line. You just get
Yeah.
free money. Because a 450
Yeah.
offensive lineman costs like 7.5 million, while like
Yeah.
a minimum earning 450 offensive lineman costs like 2 million. So, if you don't have a full human line, then you're just have a hard time competing.
Yeah.
He's not saying you can't compete, but it is a lot harder. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's enough randomness that it is still possible to win without.
I remember the good old days of the ISFL where there was like 2 active offensive linemen in the entire league.
Yeah,
Before
that was
they made
actually
all the
so much easier.
changes. Yeah.
Honestly, the big boys movement ruined the league.
Yeah,
I'll say
honestly, the fair rubs movement ruined league. Yeah.
I'll say it. If we can go back to no offensive lineman players, then like the league would be in a much better shape. People wouldn't be like, offensive line's a bad position, because nobody play it.
Yeah. Yeah, fair rubs ruin the league. I agree with that.
I'm gonna
yeah.
blame Cal for that. I don't know if it was Cal.
Blame Cal. Yeah, it was Cal. No, it was Cal. I blame Cal.
I'm pretty sure he was part of it. I don't know if he led it, but he was a.
He was like the OG offensive lineman.
I know Simon
like
was a big.
Simon was a big part of fair rubs movement too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. If you ever listen to this, which I highly doubt, you ruined the league for us GMs. Now I have
Offensive
to trade.
linemen shouldn't do it. Yeah.
I gotta trade first round picks for like an IA 450 lineman just to compete.
Instead of making IA bots that have funny names that
Yeah.
everybody loves.
Yeah, now I have to be an offensive lineman.
Yeah. That's not fair. That's not fair. I don't want to be a lineman.
I want stats too.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that's honestly everyone's like, "Why are you a quarterback?" Cuz like I want to do a character that actually gets stats for once.
Yeah.
Cuz I've always been a character that just helps the team.
Hey, defensive lineman can get stats.
I
Not a
mean,
lot.
yeah,
It's
but
hard.
I've already done it, and
That's fair.
all of the stuff says I mean, yeah, you get stats, but they still have the bug in it where if you get a sack, you lose half your speed. So
Yeah,
every
and if you
time
get 6 sacks, you lose more of your speed.
yeah,
Doesn't happen
it's,
very
it's
often.
so stupid.
Yeah,
So,
so you can't
the
get,
people that-
you can't get too many stacks.
The people that made the simulation obviously have never seen or played football, and it's so obvious
Yeah.
when you look at everything.
Like, oh, you got a catch? You're gonna have a harder time catching for the rest of the game. Congratulations.
You're such a good corner, you're never getting a stat anymore because the quarterbacks are now terrified of you.
Yep. They're like, oh no, he's coming. I'm just gonna run away. Can you change the game to easy? Fine. I want to.
my bad.
I'm trying not to.
All right, get next one.
I'm trying so hard not to pay attention so I can like do both things at the same time. I was absolutely kidding about making it harder.
All right. I will do that next time.
All right. Why is everybody playing tank? What the hell?
Yeah, but no one's playing the new tank, which is absolutely wild.
Why is everybody playing my role all of a sudden? All right. We'll go ahead and answer questions. These ones. All right. First question is from. Well, the first 4 questions, 4.5
Okay.
questions,
Okay.
are from Lemon Poppy.
Lemon Oppie.
Lemon Oppie. So Lemon Drop.
Yeah.
From Lemon Drop. Do you think we'll see another panda in this league again? As in, so
Good question.
let's take this a couple ways. As in, there will be
Pandas
another
are going
person
extinct.
named Panda,
30
or
seconds.
another person who plays as a panda render.
I probably meant like you making another panda.
Well,
I don't
I'm-
know, man.
All my characters are named Panda. I don't think Mango Panda is coming back.
What about Furious Panda?
That is the same person.
I don't know.
Yeah,
honestly.
Furious Panda's character was Haha Mango Panda.
The battle starts
Okay, so it is the same panda.
Yeah. Charlie's that's fucking good. Language. Yeah. Yeah. Furious Panda, Haha Mango Panda, same person.
Okay.
I don't think they're coming back. They didn't leave the league on the best of terms, if I remember correctly. There was like some tampering stuff going on, and so I don't think they're gonna come
Oh,
back. Which ain't
pandas
tampering.
are extinct.
Tampering. Who cares? Will I ever make another panda render? Probably not. Somebody else make a panda render?
Wow.
Maybe.
Probably.
I mean,
People like animals.
yeah. I mean, I've already made a panda render. There's not much of a reason to make one again.
destination area is yours to capture now.
I mean,
So-
true.
I'll just do something else, you know. I've been sticking.
Oh
to,
my
like,
god, you could be original tribal panda or panda chief. You gotta do it now.
No, because my last name has to be Panda.
Original tribal panda.
Roman Panda.
Roman panda, yeah.
Here we go. I'll think about it. Sammy Panda.
Oh, Sammy Panda's good. Sandy Panda's good.
But all my renders are anime characters. What am I gonna do?
It could be an anime wrestler.
The one of them. I mean, there's a. I guess there's some like manga pandas as opposed to anime pandas, and I'll just do that. Because I don't actually watch anime anyways. So
Fucking nerd.
yeah, I read it because it's faster, and I get
You
bored.
can't read an anime.
I read manga, you asshole. because watching anime actually takes too long. I actually cannot pay attention to it. My ADD
God.
says TV shows are bad.
Actually, the books are better.
No, it's just faster.
How? How is reading faster than watching?
I can get through like a lot more chapters by reading it in the same time it takes me to watch one episode.
Okay, so you read faster people talk, is what you're saying?
I don't think you understand how TV versus pictures work.
Mm,
You ever okay? So you
you're
ever
right. You're right. They're more like comic books. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm not. I mean, still, I can read a novel faster than I can watch a whole season of a show.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that? I haven't.
You can read the entire Harry Potter books quicker than you can watch the book.
Absolutely,
Watch
100%.
the movies. Okay, I don't believe that. We're gonna. Okay. You know what? No, I don't believe
No,
that.
I'm kidding. Probably not. to be fair, they do cut a lot out of the story, though.
That's what I'm saying. You can watch
Okay,
it quicker
so
than you can read
yeah,
it.
but okay, what if they didn't cut everything out of the TV out of the books? Maybe. I think I possibly could.
My point is, you don't have to read. Like, you don't have to watch all the. They enters the room and it was
Okay.
dark and there was a blue thing. You know, they have to do all that.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you just see it.
I don't read that slow because I'm not a grade schooler.
Hermione said, "You're stupid" in a sly voice.
Okay,
Like it would just be, "You're stupid."
I can read a Harry Potter book in probably like 3 hours.
That seems way too fast.
Oh, are you just a slow reader?
I didn't go to school to read.
I know you went to school to be a farmer or something. I don't know.
What?
Because you went to A&T. I was,
Okay. Yo, the agricultural part of the
Yeah,
A. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
it was
Okay.
it was an A&T joke, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Well, let's not forget that NC State's the
you-
better ag school.
You went to school to be a state. Fucking got him.
NC State was originally an agriculture school, jackass.
I don't care. So originally, does not now.
Mm-hmm.
Loser.
You're right. They still have they're still like 80%, not 80%, maybe 50% at ag school.
Well, your school costs twice as much as mine, so take that.
How much did your school cost per year?
Per year, I 14,000.
Okay, I paid 17, not twice as much.
Yeah, but that's just tuition. We're talking. Mine was 14,000, room and board and everything.
Okay, fair enough. You got me.
Yeah.
I got accepted to Georgia Tech, and they were like,
Oh.
you can pay 70,000 a year. I'm like, you can fuck off.
Yeah, no.
And Cornell was like, you want to pay 60,000 a year? I was like, absolutely not.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll go to my safety school instead.
Safety school.
I did.
Imagine calling NC State a safety school.
It was. NC State was my safety school.
Yeah, it's the second hardest school to get into in the state. Just my safety school.
It's the third hardest. You forgot Duke and Chapel Hill are both harder to get into.
Chapel Hill's hard to get into in the state for an engineering. Well, I guess Chapel Hill if you're counting like. I'm thinking on the engineering side.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, okay. If you count everything, then Chapel Hill, but other engineering would be NC State. But yes, it was.
Yeah.
NC State was my safety school. I was pretty much guaranteed to get in.
My safety school.
I had zero doubt I was gonna get it. My parents made me apply to NC State. They're like, "What if we can't afford another school? Because you applied to a cheaper school." I'm like, "All right, I'll apply to
Should
State."
have went to like UNCP or something. They're only like $4,000 a year, baby.
And well, I got into my safety school and I win. What do you want from me? I got into better schools, but I could not afford them. So
Yeah.
my parents are like, "We are not paying we cannot pay $70K a year for you to go to a better school." So I'm like, they're going like, "You're going to NC State." I'm like,
Wow.
"All right."
Now you'll never be a doctor.
Oh no, I almost did biomedical engineering. We've not talked about football
Wow,
very
that-
much.
Nope.
All right, we'll keep going down the questions. We went off on a little tangent there. Yeah, so another Panda, possibly. My last name's always going to be Panda because they are in every single league. At this point, I just don't feel like changing. They're all part of the same family, and I'm not going to bother explaining why or how.
Well, because they're the same last name, obviously.
No, I've decided my original ISFL player just adopts all these children and makes them play fake sports, and that's the backstory. Is he just continues to adopt lost children and make them play fake sports, but none of them know what he's saying because he's a panda. So they're like, "What the fuck?"
But he wasn't a panda originally. He was a dude at one point.
He was a dude for half a season, and then he no longer was. A dude.
He was drafted as a dude and then became a panda monster.
Well, I thought you had to be a real person, and then Starboy changed into Chica,
Yeah.
and I was like, you don't have to be a real person. There, people was like, no.
Bomb
like,
it, Chica! Now I'm gonna get a message from Starboy saying that's really abusive, and I don't like when people say that.
Starboy's IA. I know he's on our team.
Oh. I have not looked around the locker room at all. You grabbed me and I said, "What up?" and went to my little home.
He's not in the locker room.
Oh boy.
He left the league. He's IA. He's probably not coming back. He's got a lot of. Yeah. Sorry.
The bomb it Chica thing was so hilarious because Starboy gets so upset. Like, I don't like when people say that because it means I suck. And it's like, yeah, but it's funny.
It is funny.
Just accept that you get sim fucked sometimes, you know?
I won the Kansas City end zone charity thing just so I could put that in the end zone for a whole season. And just my face. Every time I win a charity field, I always just put my face into it.
I mean, that's honestly the best use for the money.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a copy of the CTC one, but it was just me outside mowing the lawn, just copy and paste it over and over again. I'll see if I can find it really quick. Let me see.
I can't read CTC without my brain thinking CTE.
That's because you have CTE.
Ayo!
You've watched too much wrestling and now you're stupid.
The Cunt Town Crash.
Alright, give me a second to try and find this while you answer the next question.
Alright, next question from my ops with lemons. Who is better at Destiny and why is that actually a negative? Obviously, I am not better at Destiny. But it's a negative because Juni's so good at it that it makes me bully him. So that's the negativity of it.
It actually is true. I do get bullied for being better. You bully me every time I beat you at games, which is almost every time.
Yeah, not no.
I said almost. I said almost. I
still
suck
have-
at Rocket League.
Rocket League is my safety school.
I am so bad at Rocket League. I
That's my
despise it.
that's my one game where I want to feel good about myself, and I'm like, let's play some Rocket League, just so I can carry for once. I'm like, oh, you guys, just sit back, Daddy's got you.
I hate it. I hate Rocket League.
Speaking of, man, I haven't played that in a little bit. I gotta get back on that. I gotta get my ranks up.
I guess we could have done that.
Playing them.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot find that field I made. I'm sure somebody has it somewhere. But
yeah, Juni is like tremendously better at Destiny. Like tremendously. He's literally just carried me through everything.
I
I
also
think the
play
only
a lot more shooters.
I mean, yeah. I think the only thing in Destiny that I'm better at is absolutely pissing off everyone in the fire team because I will push them off of ledges, and that's about it. Because it's easier to be a menace than it is to be good at the game.
I just realized I'm like
So-
showing every single image I have, so I hope I have nothing stupid on this image.
Next question, Lemon
Was that my driver's license? Nobody paused that. I think it was an old one. That's fine. Whatever.
I'm thinking this is meant to you. Will you commit to buying an acrylic block if you win the Ultimus?
You're on the same team, so now you get to. If we win an Ultimus,
Oh.
will you commit to buying an acrylic block? I will do more than that. If we win the Ultimus, I will buy an acrylic block and a skirt.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh. Oh. Will you be my Midwestern darling? I think that's a no.
What?
Wait. What do you mean? You say you. I get it. Like, it's a we thing because, yeah, you drafted me. But if you win it this year and I'm not called up, I don't get a trophy by my name. So I don't get to win it.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? Not this season. Next season. Well, not next season. When we call you up, if you win with us, you gotta buy an acrylic block.
Let's see how many seasons we gotta wait.
We have 2 peak seasons for like a small retool, and it is last season and this next season. So, you are definitely not a part of our current peak right now.
Fine.
So we'll see.
Hey, I hear that a lot. Not a part of my plans. Not a part of our future. Not a part of my life.
You
Yeah,
are
I hear that a
you are
lot.
married and you have a child. Don't even give me that.
Yeah, but I like to complain too.
You're not allowed to
Married
complain.
men have issues also.
Yeah, when was the last time you had sex? Because I don't remember.
Oh, and anybody else that's new to us, we are old dudes with kids and family men. Yeah.
31
So-
is not old. I just turned 31. I'm fine. I'm still young.
Wow, look at you, old man.
Oh, come on. You're like a year younger.
I-
Calm down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right, Liminoppy. Final question. Which of you two are more waifu coded? I think that one's a very obvious. The fact that you asked that is wild.
Oh, well.
One of us just had an argument that he prefers to read manga instead of watch anime because it's faster.
Yeah.
All right?
I'm sorry I'm smarter than you.
Okay. I have found out that the easiest way for me to get on Juni's nerves is to talk about animes that in a way that doesn't make sense.
Talk about.
I have an ongoing bit where I will just read off names of animes and try to get them in conversations.
It's the
Just
second.
see if they make sense.
It's the second stupidest bit we have. I'm not gonna say the stupidest bit because it is by far the stupidest thing we've ever done in our lives, and it continually happens. And it's not even worth mentioning because if we get started with it, it's like an hour of just browsing IMDb.
I heard that Idris Elba was in JoJo's.
My favorite appearance of Sam Jackson is in the 1988 commercial for Toyota. I think that was his best work.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stop talking about stupidest goddamn bit. Just sit there, browse IMDb for hours.
Oh my god. Anyway, Timothy Chalamet's making an appearance in Apocalypse Hotel, I heard.
Oh, thank God. You know, my favorite Timothy Chalamet's appearance was when he went to a lookalike contest and lost.
That reminds me of the episode of Summer Pockets. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It was Timothy Chalamet.
Oh my god. It's so much harder to do the anime bit because new animes are such a long name that I can't make it just fit in conversation.
It's so stupid.
It was so much easier to just fit like, hey, Evangelion in a conversation. It's so hard to say, my sister married a turtle and now she's a cat. That's so much harder to put in conversations.
Did you just pull a sword on online? so stupid. It's still only the second stupidest bit. Naming one actor for 45 minutes in random appearances is the worst bit we've ever done.
Yeah, it is. It's so good though.
It's so good. It's so stupid. Ugh.
I need to put that on my clause. That every season in the off season that I get to name one actor's entire IMDb page for our captain votes.
We're not even doing it for anybody. We're all in on the bit, so it's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It only makes sense if one of us isn't in on the bit, but we're all in on it.
I know, but it's.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure the anime list bit went on during the middle of a raid, and I think you and Jitzel almost killed me.
No, I
Because
think
we couldn't
we
beat the
had
raid.
stopped raiding or something, and we were doing something else. We were just doing a dungeon or something.
And we just couldn't finish it, and I just kept going on. And I think Jitzel the other night was just like, we beat the dungeon, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, he was just logged out.
It took us so long to do it because we were just laughing at stupid shit the whole time.
Especially when the list turned into the porn animes.
You would stop and you would just like go randomly look up like a list of 100 shonen and just start listing them. And we could look and we would see you stop moving. Like you were just standing there reading out anime while we're playing the game.
Yep.
I don't know what you were doing. I know you were doing it. I just don't know why.
It's just, you know, there's a lot of anime fans, and I don't get it. I try to fit in with the cool kids, you know.
You know what? As somebody who doesn't understand why people like TV, I get it. I don't like TV. I'll say it.
I just can't believe Lemon Ops had the audacity to ask which ones were waifu coded.
It's me. We didn't answer it directly, obviously. Oh, my eyes are watering.
Oh my god. All right, next question. Normally I don't read the questions.
No,
so now
I got it.
Okay.
Next question is from our boy Jimmy64.
Jimmy John.
Was he born? Is this after like Nintendo 64? Because he wasn't born in 1960. Where's the 64 come from?
He might have been. You're being ageist.
I'm pretty sure he's younger than us.
So he could have been born in 64 and cryo freeze. You ever think of that?
That would make him older than us. He'd be
If you're
biologically
frozen
younger.
during.
No, so it depends.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you counting biologically older the same as chronologically older?
Look.
No, it's different. It's different.
I get it's different. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you were frozen, I'm looking at like Futurama logic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Fry was technically 3,000 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was still in his 30s.
I have my counter argument ready. I prepared a counter argument for this. Go ahead.
They didn't do like, hey, I mean, yes, they mentioned that he's Farnsworth's great uncle or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they never like, oh, happy 1032nd birthday.
Well,
Okay, go ahead. Counter argument.
I'm gonna fix my glasses here.
God.
Actually, in the Marvel comics, Captain America frequently
No,
refers himself to 100 years old.
I said
He does.
Futurama logic.
And I am referring to Captain America logic. We didn't define the bounds of the logic we were using before.
I literally said using Futurama logic.
And I am saying using Marvel logic.
Jimmy, while we're currently ignoring your question, I need you to chime in and say that I'm correct. Appreciate that. And now, what's your question, Jimmy?
Oh, I forgot people.
I'm throwing it back to you.
I wasn't looking at my my chat, and Jinsel's complaining about our bit. Sorry, Jinsel, I wasn't paying attention. I forgot I had chat open. Sorry, it was Dance of Eternity. He knew exactly what it was. Oh, I forgot that. I forgot I was on Twitch. I forgot I hit
Oh my
stream.
god.
Okay. God, now I have chat open. I forgot.
Hey, Chad.
His actual
Can you fold
question.
that up in a yoga mat?
His actual question was, "How has the league improved since y'all first joined?"
Oh,
It hasn't.
man.
It's a cesspool. I actually
Got
genuinely,
him. Beep, 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 beep.
people are like nicer now, and like
Yeah.
HO kind of
Honestly, yeah.
HO takes like let a lot less slide than it used to. People are like,
Yes.
oh, there's all this force seating, and like there's people like not doing stuff. I'm like, it used to be way worse. I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah. HO actually talks to us now and actually
Yeah.
says like, "Yo, hey, this."
they're like, it's
Before they
not-
would just make a decision, you just have to deal with it.
Yeah, people are like, I don't know if I like how they're doing this. Like, it's just forcing's never gonna go away, and tampering. I'm like,
Yeah.
and like people are like awful. I'm like, league used to be so much worse than it is now. I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. League used to be I was talking to somebody earlier. I was like, Gucci wrote a 4-part article about why every team in the
Oh my
ISFL
God.
sucks. Like, you can't
Yeah.
really get away with that kind of stuff now.
The old commissioner Dwyer had like a 13 reasons why tape that he released when he retired.
Yeah.
And basically said everybody that made him like hate his job.
The league used to be
Yeah.
so much worse.
Yeah.
Even like forcing and tampering used to be like way worse than it is now. People are
Oh, yeah.
generally like even if there is forcing, like it's usually like not that bad. People are complaining about Arizona. I'm like, I don't know. Arizona's like the 7th in line since I've been here that's done this. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
and like it's not even that bad compared to other teams,
Honestly,
so
no.
it's
I mean, ask about what happened at. Ask anybody from San Jose about Hola. You know, like the tampering that Nola did.
oh yeah. NOLA used to be. I love a lot of those
Bad.
people that were on that team, but there are. I know you have problems with them, but like there was some really
No,
bad tampering and forcing on that team.
I'm okay with new Nola. They're just
Yeah.
all on Colorado now, so I
Yeah.
don't like Colorado.
Old NOLA was
Um,
pretty. I mean, a lot of it's not as bad
Yeah.
as it used to, but still, they used to be pretty insular. I mean, and again,
Yeah.
like,
And for
yeah, go ahead.
other than like the people in the league now, one thing about the league is it used to be called the National Simulation Football League. So you had to search up NSFL, which was absolutely terrible. And it took us 30 seasons to change that to ISFL for some reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, just small stupid things like that are much better.
Yeah, that is true.
And
I-
like the bank being where you used to have to go to a forum thread and type in "I'm buying $1 million worth of weekly training" in a forum thread that was like 80 pages long every season.
And you used
then
to have to visit
claim that.
a spreadsheet, like the bank spreadsheet that took like
Yes.
7 years to load. I got so mad that I wrote the first bank bot because I could not check my bank account while I was shitting. And it was like 11
Yeah.
o'clock at night. I was like, I need to see how much money I have before I can post my training.
Yeah.
And it was like it was like right before it was swim over. So I wrote a bot simply to check my fucking transaction, my balance, because I was so annoyed.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
But in general, it's a lot better now.
It's a whole lot better than it was. Yes.
Yeah. How's it gotten worse? I think. All right, I'm gonna get on my soapbox here for a second.
Oh boy.
I think the introduction of the casino has been a negative for the league.
Yeah, I agree. And all the gambling stuff, like I get it. It's like, oh, there's gambling in real sports, but like we shouldn't be selling gambling for a league that's very much of like, look, we want to be better for mental health and stuff like that. Adding gambling's not better for mental health.
Yeah, and there are not a lot of. There's enough people who are underage in the league that.
Yes, should
Gam-
not be exposed to
gambling
gambling,
should
even
not-
though it's fake gambling, fake money. It's still gambling at the
Yeah,
end of the day.
it is 90% just a sink for like rich people to get richer or HO to suck money out of the league. because people used to have just so much money they couldn't find anything to do with it. And the casino was like partly introduced to drain some of that money out of the league. That's what I was told. I don't. That's conjecture or whatever. Maybe it wasn't, but that's what I was told. When the general idea was people wanted to gamble and they wanted to suck money out of some of the top users. And instead, like some people
still got trillions of dollars.
Yeah, some people bank all their bank account on like one bet a season, and they make all this money, or they just lose it all. And I'm like, well, this is just.
Yep.
I don't know if it's really healthy. It's just like make certain people like billions of dollars. They take on easy bets and stuff, whatever. But
Yep. And they basically are always going to be top picks in the draft because everyone knows they have money and they'll always spend it and always have it.
Yeah.
And then new users are forced to try to make do with what little bit they have.
Yeah. If I could remove if I could make one change to the league, be to remove gambling. I would remove the casino. That's what I would do.
Also, my boomer take is I hate some of the rebrands. Not so much as just like the fact that they rebranded. I've always hated names, and I hate it in real life too. Team names that like aren't like don't have an S at the end, like things like that. Like, we have the Hawks and we have the the Wraiths and stuff like that. I hate name like Brood, Crash, and Kaiju because it's just like I don't know. It just sounds so like
you're not like you're a Wraith of the Wraiths as opposed to you're a Crash of the.
You're a Crash of the Crash, a Brood of the Brood,
I guess,
a Kaiju of the Kaiju,
yeah,
which I guess Kaiju kind of works, but like
Crash is technically the plural of like a rhino herd.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. I hate name that's like that. It's like, oh, I am a Crash.
I guess it's like calling yourself a flock. I say as I technically was in the Warb, I guess, when they did the rebranding. Was I contributing? Absolutely not. But yeah,
like
I get it.
I just hate names like that. Like. I don't know, and I hate that in real life too. And it's such a WNBA thing because they're all like the Liberty, the Fever. It's like I definitely think it's WNBA, but they always name their teams like that. It's just like I'm a Fever, like I'm a Liberty.
I mean, we have the Heat, so
I mean, yeah, I get that, but it's just like I hate names like that in general.
Yeah. Yeah,
ISFL is a whole lot better than what PBE did when they put a team on the moon. But that's
we're not going to talk about that. I think we should keep that out of this podcast. To be honest, I got on one soapbox. I don't need to get on the second one. Yeah, I mean, I get it. It doesn't bother me as much. I mean, I've been on the other side of enough like naming controversies that I'm not like. Whatever.
Yeah.
People can name whatever they want. It's not my team. You're allowed to like it. I'm allowed to dislike it. It's whatever. It's whatever makes you happy. But you just gotta let me dislike it. I don't like the spiders. I have nothing against spiders. I just don't like them.
Oh, the Cleveland Spiders? Yeah.
Not the Brood, you dumbass.
What?
The Brood.
The Brood? That's not spiders.
Yes, it is. It's a collection of baby spiders.
Oh, really? They're named their baby. You know what? Brood were the fire salamanders, which had the longest name in the league, so I'm not going to complain.
Genuinely, I kept forgetting the fire salamanders were a team.
The Berlin Fire Salamanders. Such a long, stupid name.
All right, next question. Which is better, the Frosty Hallway team up or the Juni X Frost fanfic?
Frosty Hallways all day, every day.
Twice. I don't know. You haven't read the updated version of the Juni X Frost fanfic. Hold on a second. Let me lock into it.
No. Oh my God.
I will not read it to you.
Okay.
But Jizzle, you can ask us that question. We'll get to it later. After we talk about the league for a long enough time, we'll talk about that. About WDB's not great PR week. Yeah. I decided for fun, I gave ChatGPT everything I had already written. I said, can you make this saucier and longer? And it did. And oh my God, it is. I'm like, you gotta just. I was like, I can't post this in general anymore.
But I probably can't compete with that then.
Yeah, it's okay. Good thing is okay because Frost is 18 now. Oh, Bean Flicker 173 is left the game. Good for them. Sorry, I got distracted.
Good thing you said Frost was 18 before you brought that up, baby.
Yeah. I didn't ask it to get saucier before Frost was of age, but since he is of age now, it is okay.
At least you waited.
It's weird. I waited. Before,
Great job, Drake.
Hey, thank you. Hey, it's called grooming for a reason, buddy. God, I'm not gonna make any money off this. You gotta delete this when we record it.
Joe's not gonna listen this far. He's gonna listen to the first 10 minutes. Go, they're kind of on there. And just give us the money.
I don't think he listens at all.
I don't think either. He just goes an hour. Give him their money.
I don't think he does the podcast. Is what I mean. He doesn't do the podcast.
Oh my god. I had an inside with Joe. He didn't like me, but I knew he'd pay me. Now I don't know what to do with the new guy. Or girl.
I mean, he's
or,
still in
or
charge.
what they are. I don't want to be against anything.
Good save. I think he's still in charge. He doesn't listen to the podcast. I think he just makes other people do
Your
it.
boy's a Southern liberal. I am an ally. Yeah.
I don't want you have to justify yourself as an ally. You couldn't just like.
I just want to be safe. I don't want to get canceled. This is my first podcast back.
Yeah, if you get canceled and gotta recreate, dude, I'm not gonna draft you the second time around, fifth time around, whatever.
If I get canceled, God, my next one's gonna be, I'm gonna be so like, just a nuisance. I'm gonna be a kicker, and everything's gonna be in speed.
Right. Speaking of kickers, our next question is from Hawkeye. I'm Jared Adam Vittori.
My boy, best
he-
punter in history.
I'm glad he changed his another tangent as we do. I'm glad he changed his name to Hawkeye because all of my notes were all as Hawkeye because his Discord name's Hawkeye. But in the league, he was I'm Jared, and so my notes were for Hawkeye, and people were like, when they were reading the notes, they're like, I don't think they made names for this guy. I'm like, the notes for this guy. I'm like, it's under Hawkeye. It's him. I swear to God.
I've always done him as Vittori, and then when I brought it to you, and I was like, he won't know who he is. I need to call him by his league name.
Luckily,
that's why I said Hawkeye.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I do not know most players' names. I do not care to remember player names.
I read what's first in Discord. So if you have your player name and then your actual name in Discord, that's what I read. Or I just read the name that I think is cooler.
Well, because
he might be Hawkeye-Vittori, but Vittori's a cool ass name to say.
I get annoyed when like people go by their player name and then they make a new player with a different name. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to call you now?
Oh yeah.
Like just go by something else or something.
That's fair.
It's like, say you went by Triceracop, right? But that was your first player name. But your Discord name is Yoga, whatever. Yoga. I don't fucking know how to pronounce it. And now his name is Big Man Blastoise. Like, what am I supposed to... I've been calling you
Big
Cop for
Man
a year. What am I
Blastoise.
supposed to call you now? Like, I can't...
Just call him Daddy.
I just call him Cop. I'm like, I don't care. Like... I'll just call you by your player name. So that's why you should...
I had that issue with Mertzy when we first started. Because Mertzy is Mertzy all through Discord.
Yeah.
And then he's got his player name. But on the forums, he was Bacon Brother.
Yeah.
So, like... I would be talking to him in the Discord, and I'd be like, "Hey, have you seen this?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm the one that posted that." I'm like, "Whoa, what?"
Like Bagel was being like flesh bag soup.
Oh yeah.
But there's also a soup, but his name wasn't
Yeah.
Soup in Discord, so there was two
Yeah.
soups, but one of them
Yeah.
didn't have soup in his name, and the soup that wasn't soup had soup in his name. You know how fucking
Yeah.
confusing that was? Just pick a name, people. It is
And
2025.
then there was- Then there
uh,
was Everything Bagel also in the league.
yeah. It's 2025. You've all been on the internet long enough. You all have screen names. Everybody has a screen
Just
name.
stick to
just
it.
go by a screen name. Don't change everywhere you fucking
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Come on.
What's my? I gotta hold up. I need to check my name in Yellowknife. What is my name before you yell at me more? Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah. I don't think you bothered to change it. You just...
No, I did. I did.
Okay.
It's Hall freaking Monitor.
There
Oh.
you go. That's close enough. Like, I'm not going to... Unless, of course, like... I don't know. I hate calling people by their player name. It's... Because your player and your user are different people.
Yeah.
And so, like, your player is your one thing, and then in the sim, you're your player. In the league space, you're your user. And they're separate entities in my mind, because, like, by the time you have multiple players, like, you can't just call one
it's hard to
person
keep
by
up
one
with.
player. Like, I've had so many players now. Like you can't call me like something panda because there's multiple pandas and I've had multiple pandas. So you gotta call me something else. Call
That's
me
why
Juni.
I hated Pro Bowl voting.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, I want to vote for Juni. It's like, oh my god, what is Juni's player's name?
Yeah.
Like stuff like that's so annoying.
Yeah, people like get a vote from me for Pro Bowl. I'm like, guys, fine. I don't know who your player is. I'm just gonna vote on stats. I don't care.
Yeah.
So people are like, did I win an award? I'm like, you're on my team.
What's your player?
What's your player name? I don't know. I didn't. They didn't like. They didn't. If you didn't have your name, like that's your player name. I'm like,
Yeah.
So that is. Anyways, back to Hawkeye's question.
Oh boy.
Are kickers, punters, people too? The answer is
Yeah, they
no.
are.
No, absolutely not.
Well, he is the greatest punter in the history of the DSFL and honestly, the history of the world. He broke the punt record. He was on pace at one point to not just break the record, but to just like completely shatter the record.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 games in, he had like almost 1,000 punt yards.
Next, you're gonna tell me. Okay. Next, you're gonna tell me pitchers.
Our
are athletes.
offense was. They are pitchers are athletes.
Absolutely not. No.
Everyone knows it.
Pitchers
But
are
he was
pitchers,
at one
they're not
point.
athletes.
He was our entire offense. Our offense was revolved around him punting, pitting the other team at the 20, and us getting a pick six.
It seems like a
He
you
was-
issue rather than a.
No.
Okay,
He was
yeah.
that good of a punter. I was a bad quarterback, so he could be a good punter. I'm a team player. Yep. It's day one ish.
I'll let you have it. I refuse to believe you, but whatever. You can have it.
The right heroes could make all
You know what? In the DSFL, I have people have asked me many times whether they should make a GM bot a kicker, and I say absolutely not. Just take a
No.
filler bot, and you'll get the same result.
Honestly, yeah.
So
As a former kicker myself, yeah.
we are cloak and dagger.
there's,
I stopped earning at like 200 TPE, and it was just as accurate as everybody else in the
Yeah,
league.
you can have the most TPE as a kicker in the league, and you will be outperformed by someone with 500 TPE because life sucks.
Yep. Because it's all just random simness.
Yep. Same with returning. As someone who has made one of the best returner in Philly history, it is absolutely
Yep.
RNG.
Yep, and it's all random.
You cannot predict that. Can't make it better. Sucks.
That's why I hate GMs that are like, we sim tested this and we were winning 80% of the time. Something had to have gone wrong for us to lose.
So-
yeah, you won 80% of the time. There's
Yeah.
a 20% chance you would lose.
So I am somebody who, like, on the team, I help and we sim test thousands of times per game, right? And
Not
sti-
worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it.
I think so. Okay, let me finish this. All right.
Okay.
I think it is. It's like it's all luck based, and it is nice to make your own luck. But you also, if you're gonna do that, you have to be willing to accept that it's basically RNG. Like,
Yep.
And that's the thing. Like, oh my god, everybody needs pushed ahead. My dad. Homer used to get like really frustrated when we lost. He's like, we were testing so well. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, we can win 80% of the time, and we can still lose, and that's just how it goes.
Yep.
You just gotta accept it. It's frustrating, yeah, but whatever. You have to be ready to accept the fact that it's a lot of luck.
Yep. When I was GMing Philly, I had my little gremlins in the farm that would basically with Maury and Job just testing their butts off to get us these great results, and we would still lose when we were supposed to win.
Yep.
And we were supposed to lose. So when I went to Baltimore, I did one test at the beginning of the season, said, "Yep, that works."
Yeah.
And that was it. And we won an Ultimus doing it. So
Yeah, I think we're gonna do a little less by we. I mean Homer. I always do a little bit of sim testing, but not nearly as much. I test like a couple strats. Like he'll like push for like that last like 0.5%. I'm like, it's good enough.
Yeah,
I'm not
like
too
it's
worried.
all random, and you're testing against last week's stats. And if people are testing as much as you are, they're also changing their stats, which means everything you get is worthless
Yeah,
because you're basically designing against a team that's designing against your old team. So you're just going in circles around each other.
yeah. You can try and predict what they do, but at the end of the day, like
Yeah, it's
I think-
it's all random for a reason.
it's okay to sim test, but at the same time, it's still so much randomness. It's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I understand why we do it sometimes, but I'm
Like
also
it doesn't hurt to do it, but like I hate people get so upset of like we tested this much, we shouldn't have like it's just like
Yeah.
you're arguing over nothing.
I mean, it's be like teams lose all the time that have like an 80%. It's
Yeah.
frustrating, but like you gotta like move on.
Yeah.
You gotta take it and like
Yeah.
take your bag, go home. And
It's a part of the sport.
Yep.
You know, in NFL, they practice all that crazy. We practice a lot. We should win. Yeah, but you lost. I mean, it's just the way that it's the way it is.
And that's why you shouldn't gamble.
Exactly. Boom. There we go. Got him.
Full
Nail in the
circle. That's
coffin.
comedy, baby.
HOO bad. Tony comes in threes. Idris Elba was in. Shut tower. Shoot at my heart.
Sort of online. Yeah. And building off, you know what? That builds to the next question from Too Sweet. Would you rather be a max earner who is sim cursed or a low to mid earner that's sim blessed? Low to mid earner, sim blessed. No, out of doubt.
Absolutely.
Easy.
Absolutely. There's
Easy
no reason.
question.
Yeah.
I have been sim cursed so many times in my life. I would love
Yep.
to be sim blessed for once. You know, that'd be cool.
Yep. Yep.
I do not. I haven't maxed earned since my first player, and I will never do it again. Probably. I'll be honest.
Same.
Even if I try to max earn, I'm gonna forget more often than I'm gonna remember to do my PTs, dude.
And PTs suck.
And especially the off season, like I forget.
Off season absolutely sucks.
I forget that there's so much other stuff you're doing as a GM. Like I forget that you have to like still do like weekly trainings, activity tests, activity checks during the off season. I'm like, you're like, did you do your activity check and training? I'm like, but I've been doing the draft. I've been like sim testing for the season. Like I've been doing so much other stuff going on. I've been trying to get contracts done. Like,
do you get an off-season pass?
I have an off-season pass and a PT pass, which means I do lose half my GM pay, right?
Oh, so now you get a PT pass? That's cool.
Yeah, I get a PT pass and an OT pass, but you got to pay for it. You lose half. You lose half your.
Do updates have to pay for it? Do updates have to pay for it?
Yes, others have to pay for it. If you want it, you have to pay for it. But it is like half the GM
I
pay.
always hated that updaters got PT passes and more pay than GMs. And it was obvious, they work so hard. They literally worked 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Which is, God, that's another argument.
Yeah.
That's how the league is better now. Because updaters used to run the league,
what?
and they made the most mistakes in the league, and never got punished for it.
Portal's getting rid of updaters and auditors, so.
Yeah. Nice.
You have to pay for it now. Everybody has to pay for it, but it is. I think Sim Team. Like you might get the most.
Sim
money
Team
now.
makes sense. Sim Team makes sense.
That makes
They
sense.
get
The most money. But yeah, like as a GM, I do so much during the off season. Like I don't think about training, and like my character during the off season, I'm worried about like contracts and like roster moves and like doing all this other stuff. I'm like I barely think about like my own player during the off season. So even though this is like
you want to be blessed.
Off season,
you want to be blessed.
Yeah. You can be blessed and just be great, and you're gonna have a Hall of Fame career. And sometimes some people are, and that's just how it is. And it sucks, but that's the league. It's RNG.
That's the league. It's all RNG. You can have the same build as somebody else, and they can be 10 times the player you are, because it's all luck.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you, boy.
Good for you, buddy.
Might want to blur that. Get a little sensual.
Oh,
get a little sensual.
I'm married.
Getting a little. That's a little anime sneak for you. That's what they call in the anime world a hentai.
Absolutely not. That's not what it is. It's actually etchy. Dumbass.
It's edgy.
Etchy.
Okay, I'm not getting this conversation. That you're just making words up.
Hey, dumbass. Every word's made up.
Oh God.
Yeah, think about that.
Are words real if we aren't real?
It's a made up word. Every word's a made up word.
Everything is made up. You think about it. We're all just atoms floating in space.
Everything's made up. Itchy's like soft scores skin and max is what Jitzel says. I can't believe I read that out loud. All right. Moving on. We're gonna cancel, dude.
That's fine. We're past the hour mark, I think. We're good.
Oh, we're way past the hour mark. We got our money. I'm not going to bother spending this one to 2 like I have before. We're got an hour and 8 minutes, or whatever. Bamford's question is, last time I asked a question, you guys didn't know who I am. So do you know who I am now? I do.
You're Bamford, bro.
Yeah, you're the Arizona GM. You're
the Bam Bam.
You're like 15. Careful, Hidal.
Is he really 15?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, careful. Careful. It's like the frosty hallway. Got to be careful there.
Okay.
Yeah, good kid. He plays tennis, so he's more like me.
Oh, nice.
Than he's like me when I was younger, basically.
Nice.
Which is kind of weird.
Okay. Are you okay? Starting that groom train up early, aren't you? There. Okay,
Oh my
cool.
god. All right, you know what? I thought for that one. That was on me.
Hey, Bamford, don't listen to this next part. We'll give you the answer, but we'll be really cool. We'll be kid friendly. Yibbity skeet skeet skibbity toilet. Yeet. What else do the kids say? I'm a high school coach. I should know
you're a
this.
high school coach. What are you doing? I'm like like
Riz.
like my kid's older than yours, but you're a high school coach. Calm down. My kid was like, he was telling me he's telling me all about Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm like Logan, like I've been playing Sonic since before you were a thought in our mind, dude. Calm down.
Yo, Bam, what's up, playa? I'm gonna talk to you real sweet like.
Hella, dude.
What's his question so I can talk to him?
Okay, his
Let me talk to you.
His second question. Yeah, let me talk to you.
That's our best bit is wrestling bits.
Hey, I only started that bit this year, right? His actual question, besides do we know who he is now, which is a yes, is what is your favorite moment in ISFL history? Mine was my kick return, walk-off touchdown on Chicago.
Chicago.
Wait a minute, I'm gonna stop playing the game and pull it up because I haven't saved.
Oh God. Well, while you're doing that, because my favorite's obviously winning my Ultimus as the GM of Baltimore when we were that nice comeback over Oko. It was great. And after I'd been a GM for like 20 seasons, never even made the Ultimus. Only won one playoff game in my career at that point. Coming out on top and winning it all, and then retiring immediately was probably hands down favorite moment.
I think I've won more playoff games than that. No.
Still got more ultimate
Yeah,
rings, Ernie.
I mean, I technically have more rings, but
Nah, rings that matter.
all right. You know what? You're gonna tell
DSFL doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. Does DSFL matter or not matter? You gotta make up your mind.
DSFL doesn't matter. It only matters when I think it does, and right now I don't think it does. Sparky, if you're listening to this, DSFL matters.
I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna clip that and send it. I'm trying to AFK here. People like these
I
bots
think Sparky has realized that drafting me and making me the face of his franchise was a choice.
Not the best choice.
Because, like, he was cool with it. He's like, oh, yeah, you know, this guy, he's going to be a quarterback. He's going to be here a while. And then he was like, man, this guy does not know what he's doing, and I'm stuck with him now.
The problem is that you do know what you're doing. You just do not care.
Because I don't want to be a boring, regular old quarterback. Oh, he sits in the pocket. He throws passes for touchdowns. Wow. That's lame. That is lame.
It's almost worse that you know what you're doing, and you're choosing to be worse.
Look. Anybody can be a Baker Mayfield. It's whatever. It's do you want to be an Anthony Richardson? You don't understand that because you don't understand football. But people out there get it.
I only have a screenshot
the real players, they got me. Bamford, you got me, right? Riz, yeet Fortnite.
Thought I had to see somewhere.
I got him now. I said Fortnite, and he's like, yo, man, let me get my my V-Bucks.
AFK for a minute. I think I have this saved.
All right, so I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, keep going.
Spitting in my boy Bamford. Yo, Bamford, is it prom night? When you're 15, you're probably like a sophomore. Yo, Bamford, you been doing your homework, bud? I hope you have. It's okay. Algebra's not that hard. If you really think about it, math will really get you very far in life. Look at Juni. Juni was a fuck-up shithead, but look at him now. Now he's a GM of the Yellow Knight race because he did his math homework.
I've never been a fuck-up. What are you talking about?
Judy used to grow up on the hard streets of Anaheim, Los Angeles, and
I grew up in Fullerton, California.
See, he doesn't even know where he's from. That's how hard the streets were. That's how hard the streets were. How hard the streets were. He didn't meet his first white friend until he was 25. All right? He really had a lot of issues growing up.
What are you talking about? Oh, I think I closed.
He was a super gremlin out the womb, okay? He was out there just doing crimes, stealing cars. He was in and out of juvie, but then he was like, I'm going to be really good at doing algebra. And now look at him. The man's got a family. He hasn't been in jail in over 5 years. Everything's going great for him.
What are you talking about?
So Bamford, next time you're like, man, this calculus homework's hard. Just think that doing time in the clink is harder.
But calculus is
Yeet,
easy.
yeet,
What are you talking
Riz.
about?
It might be easy for you, but it could be hard for him. You don't know his struggles.
Calculus is
Bamford,
easy.
he doesn't understand. See, he thinks everything's easy to him, you know? But you gotta understand, some people have trouble in math. Some people have trouble in English. Some people have trouble in history.
How do you have
Are
trouble
you
in
doing
math?
civics now yet? What are you doing, Bamford? What classes are you in? What period do you have PE? Do you like playing dodgeball?
This is getting weird now.
You told me you were taking a while. I'm going off what I got here, okay?
But I gave up looking. I was so confused.
You didn't even tell me. Oh, you did tell me what this question was, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
All right, Bamford. Look, we didn't forget about you, but we did forget your question. But hey, look, it's cool because I think we're deeper friends now. I think now, if you ever needed a mentor to help you with math, I'm the guy you can call
Now it's getting
because
weird. Anyway, apparently it was a Discord hosted file and it's gone now. So.
All right, cool.
Make sure my stream's on the correct one. Yeah, it is. Oh well.
And make sure next time you're on Roblox, you don't steal your mom's credit card because she needs that to help pay for food and to put a roof over your head. And if you want more Robux, you have to be a good kid in school.
That was actually the first.
Don't
good
do
advice.
drugs, kids.
That was the first good advice you had. That whole time.
Yeah, I'm a dad. I'm a good father.
It took you like 5 minutes to get to good advice, but you got there, I guess.
Why? My kid's young, so I got time to work on it.
Yeah, mine started like being into video games and like want to play games, but he can't read yet, so it's fucking annoying.
Just make him do Pokemon. Pokemon's good.
He can't
Help me
read. We have to play.
But he can learn.
We've been playing the Lego games.
You have to do it like swimming. You put him in front of a book and you say, "You're not eating until you read this."
All right.
And obviously,
you
that's how you did it because you can read faster than watching a movie, apparently.
Yeah, I don't understand how reading's easy. I was able to read in.
Reading's easy. There's 25% of the United States population is illiterate. Talk about reading's easy.
I was reading in kindergarten.
Oh, wow. Fast learner there, were you?
I was
in kindergarten. Look at me and my West Coast education. Wow, aren't you so great?
Actually, I was pretty smart for a kid. That's actually why I got pulled out of school because they wanted me to skip a grade. My mom said no.
Well, skip a grade. They want to get rid of you quicker. They're like, man, we cannot stand this kid.
Yeah, they're like, this kid is so fucking annoying.
This kid's gonna groom so many people when he's older.
Where the fuck did you get to that? How'd you end up there? Could you explain that leap for a second? All right.
So, I got that from my favorite anime, Backflip. There's a lot of jumping in that, so I was just jumping to conclusions, you know?
I have a guy with windbreakers, but whatever. All right.
Backflip looks fucking wild, by the way. Like, is it like a gymnast? I don't know, man. Anime's weird.
I think this is our last question from Jay Reed. Can you speedrun a punishment thread for us live on air? You mean like?
I think we're gonna
get
give you
punished?
one after this one, baby.
Get punished? Yeah, let me just drop the hard R.
I like how you went hard R because you know Jitzel's listening.
He's
Smart.
not here. Actually, he said 5 minutes ago his phone's gonna die. He left.
Oh.
Yeah, a joke doesn't land.
So, like, I can say, look, every punishment thread is the same. HO does something that's kind of reasonable, maybe a little questionable, but for the most part, it makes sense. One guy says comment HOL, and then there's 30 pages of just copy pasta.
Pretty much, yeah. Very
And then
rarely
that's
they just HO actually make a bad decision. It happens.
And then C9 Van comes in and goes, man, this is why PBE's better and completely serious.
Sometimes there are some choices that like subjectively could be a bad decision, but like are technically within the bounds of the rules. And people are like, why did they do that? I'm like, well, that's what the rules say. People are like, well, change the rules. I'm like, well, that's not their job. That's actually our job to change the rules. And so then the rules change. People are like, oh. Like
Yep.
there's sometimes
And there's
like, you know.
And there's always one joke whenever there's like a GM involved that someone will go applied.
Yeah, well,
No matter what happens.
as a GM, I still say applied.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Yeah.
honestly one of the better bits in ISFL.
Yeah. Is every decision HO make good? No, but for the most part, you know, I don't want to do it. So
And if there's a punishment thread, almost guaranteed, money down, Russ will be one of the first 3 people to comment with a random copy bot.
Yeah.
My boy Russ never misses a punishment thread. He must have that thing like send him text messages whenever a new one drops.
Yeah, I don't browse the punishment threads like I used to.
Yeah, there hasn't been any fun ones. Everything's like, oh, he's a multi. Oh, he's a racist. Oh, he's a Nazi. Like, that's boring. I want some good drama.
We don't even ban Nazis anymore. We just chase them out of the league.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And as they should be. And they should be chased out of their life. Oh, what? You're laughing? What do you think I'm scared about offending a Nazi? Oh, no.
No, it's just it's just funny.
The big Nazi group fans that we have that listen to this podcast gonna come at me. I'm gonna get canceled by Nazis.
Oh,
That's
no.
my new player name.
Canceled by Nazis. It's a good player name. You gotta recreate now.
I'm out of here. Canceled by Nazis coming soon.
What's your render?
Oh, my render? My render's gonna... Fuck, let's see. Canceled by not... Oh, I don't want to... There's a very dark render I could go with.
I was gonna go with...
Go ahead. Now, what would you go with?
Brad Pitt.
Oh, no. My canceled by Nazis was just gonna be a concentration camp.
Jesus. That's way worse than Brad Pitt. What I'm putting in FCFB, probably 69. Oh, is it my turn?
What?
Not my turn. Hey, college football. Oh, it's not my turn. I'm putting 69.
Wow, you're talking about...
I'm talking about a different league entirely. That's right.
Now we're gonna get. Now we're not gonna get any money. Now we're gonna get any money.
We talked
now.
We talked about multiple leagues like 5 times.
You want to see us to get punished? Watch this. HO bad.
Oh no. PBE bad.
Whoa! Now you're definitely gonna get punished.
Oh no! What are they gonna do? Fire me again? Oh.
All the PBE stands are gonna be on our comment section going, actually, PBE is the superior league because we're so much smarter, even though we made a girl threaten to kill herself. So, you know, take that, PBE stance.
I'm about to get 750 drift. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm surprised you did not kill me with that, buddy. Oh, we're at an hour and 21 minutes. We can just quit.
We could hard exit, or we could drop you with one little bit of knowledge. Do your calculus, buy your V-Bucks, and don't groom children. Thank you.
Yeah. People freak out about Calc 3. It's just Calc 2 in 3D.
Yeah, honestly, calculus is really easy. Differential equations is where things get real difficult.
Differential equations was tough. Linear algebra was wild, dude.
Yeah. You know why they call it linear algebra? Because it's not linear, my guy.
It's not linear and it's not algebra.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
You think it was hard to find the X? Wait until the X doesn't even exist, bozo.
Yeah, you thought solving equations were cool? What about solving equations, but it's a matrix? What does that mean? I took the class, I got a B, I still don't fucking know.
My favorite time to answer a question is by giving the answer as a different question.
So, when I took linear algebra, I went to my exam, got like a 80-something. I walked out of the exam, I was like, I have no clue what the fuck I just did. I talked to somebody else, I was like, do you know what we're doing? They're like, no. I'm like, what is going on? I still got an 80 in it. Fuck if I know. I don't know what I'm doing. DVQ was...
Look.
See, DVQ was hard, but like at least it makes sense, right? Like, I know what I'm doing. Linear algebra...
All right, tell me the integral of a cosine right now.
Okay, let me change
Got him.
how I said that. I understand like the idea of what I'm solving for. When I'm solving for like the fucking like whatever of a matrix, like I don't know what that means. How does this help me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like what is this? What is if I figure out what like the core of this matrix is? What does that do for me? Like DVQ, like I understand what integrals and differentials. Like I understand how it's useful.
I mean, DVQ is all about just like, yo, you want to find an answer to a question someone already answered? Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's literally like double checking someone's work.
At least you know the question and what the answer is. I still don't know what I was doing.
Hey, if you really want to be a nerd, become aeronautical engineer, and you get to learn about thrusting.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, I'm gonna get punished for that one. My take on linear algebra was like, I was basically just plugging numbers into an equation that I had no clue what it actually meant.
Yeah.
And like, I like the best part about math that I like is that generally you know what you're like doing. It's pretty cut and dry, like you're solving for whatever. It makes sense. Linear algebra, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? It didn't make any sense. So
yeah. My favorite part about learning all that math is I don't use any of it in my day-to-day job.
my favorite math. Okay, here we go. My favorite math subject, right? Fucking discrete math. Like logic and discrete math. Oh my god, I love it.
You have to whisper it.
It's so discrete.
You carry the one, and then you add your constant.
Yeah. Oh, can you tell me you can write a sentence out in an equation? Oh my god. And I can prove why that sentence is true or false. Oh my god. Oh, be still my heart. So
but fuck thermodynamics though. Thermodynamics blows.
As a comp sci major, I didn't have to take thermodynamics.
Well, you're lucky because it blows.
Yeah.
Who cares that hot makes cold? No one does.
I think most people generally do.
Nah, it's not worth it. Yeah, okay, refrigerators work because hot make cold. Cool, great. We already figured that out. Why do I gotta learn it again? You know what I'm saying? Yep,
No,
you know what I'm saying.
I don't. I don't.
You're picking up what I'm putting down. You're picking up what I'm putting down.
I'm genuinely not picking up what you're putting down right here.
All right, so basically, you know how planes fly?
Yes, it's a pressure differential. Not
Yeah.
difference. It causes thrust on the up.
But
yeah.
Yeah. But do you know how turbo engines work? They take the air as you're flying. You're going forward. You're like, yo, I got some air. That's dope. It would be even cooler if I take that air and make it really tiny so it'll explode, and then I go faster.
We were talking about hot and cold, though.
Yeah, you're making the air. It's already kind of cold.
You compress it and make it hot, right? Yeah.
You make it. Yeah, you make it so hot it blows up, and your plane goes faster. And if you do it fast enough, you blow up the sound barrier, pop your ears, and now you're moving.
Well, you know that if you take a bunch of objects and you put it in a list, it's called an array.
Whoa, array is just something you use on AutoCAD.
And a linked list is instead of having a list of objects, you have one object with a pointer to the next object, and you can only iterate through it. You can't end up in the middle of the list. It's because certain languages can't handle arrays, like C or whatever.
This just sounds like an episode of Liar's Game.
Is this a TV show?
Wow, it's an anime you don't know? I've upgraded this game. I'm so good at this game.
I told you I don't watch much anime.
I am so good at this game.
I don't even read.
You know what? Whoever knows that anime, don't talk to me about it because I don't know what it is either. I just googled math anime.
Genuinely, no idea. I'll be honest. If it's not about like martial artists beating each other up and doesn't have girls build lots of plot, then I'm probably not reading or watching it.
It's an anime, so probably it's probably them doing some kind of nerd math stuff. Like, we're gonna do the math games, and the math games is him going, I must unlock my inner math, and he turns into like a giant buff dude, and a bunch of his harems are like, yo, he's so good at math.
That sounds about right.
I want to date my brother.
Oh,
and then they're like, oh my god. And now it's like, oh, I love this anime. It's got really good storytelling. It's more than just some random cooking show that's also got porn in it. See, I know anime.
Which one is that? That's Food Wars, dumbass.
Hey, yeah, Food Wars. It's kind of like the Food Network if it had more boobs.
Yep, basically. They wanted to write softcore porn, but they wanted to make it about food.
Yeah, as one does, apparently. God, anime's weird. We should ban anime.
Haven't you ever eaten a pizza and been like, God, I feel like I'm orgasming
I didn't know where
right
you
now.
were going with that. I didn't know where you ever been going down on... Okay, now we're going to get punished.
You ever been going down on a piece of pizza? I've been like, damn, this feels just like when I went down on that spaghetti in a nice field, but also
You
I
ever
was
been-
naked.
You ever been eating some tacos and been like, man, I should call her?
All the time. You've no idea. All right, speak on the punishment thread. We're done.
Yeah, there you go. There's your punishment. Hey, HO, we'll see you in the morning, baby. I can't wait to get my message.
I
Tell
still
Tuba I
gotta,
said hi.
I still gotta get this fitted. I gotta get this whatever processed and posted. And I should
Hey,
have played Loki's.
Tell Tuba I said hi. I got a man on the inside now, apparently. That I just found out.
You can
30 minutes
message
ago.
him yourself.
Hey, Tuba, I said hi.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell anybody listening to this. I'll be honest. I would.
Yeah, but Tuba knows. He feels his name out in the ether. He knows.
Does he?
I
Oh,
don't know.
do you want in the war room, by the way?
No.
That's
Why?
good. Free TP. Just kidding. You don't get that anymore. I was gonna add you just so I could annoy you.
Oh my God. You're gonna get bad advice from me. Tell you that.
I'm not gonna listen to your advice. It's okay.
Who should we draft? This guy. He's got 50 TP. Trust.
You think I know who we're drafting?
It's a process.
That's not my job. My job is not to know who we're drafting. My job is to look cute.
Hmm. I mean, in Canada, there's not a lot of bikini
Canada's
weather
not
in
real.
Canada.
I,
Oh, damn.
I refuse to believe in Canada. show me a Canada, and then I'll believe you. Until you show me a Canada, I don't believe in it.
Have you ever looked up?
Nope. See, I'm at the top. There's no
That's
reason
why-
to look up. I'm already at the top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yep, yep.
I only look
Yeah,
down.
I've seen Avatar too. Yeah,
What?
it's Avatar. That's how he catches the big bird because it never looks up because it's the biggest predator in the game.
What?
And you ever watch James Cameron's Avatar?
It's-
The
I've
greatest
only-
movie
I've
ever in the
only
history of movies?
I've seen it once. I have no idea what you're talking about.
The big bird he catches?
Yeah?
I don't know what it's called because I don't know anything about it.
He sees
Yeah.
it because he looks up? Is this...
No. They're like, how are we going to catch it? It flies so high and it's so dangerous. And it goes, it never looks up because it's the biggest predator in the world. So I can sneak on it to above.
I am
the
genuinely amazed you pulled that out of your ass.
And then he flies up with his little bird, right? And it shows a scene of him seeing the big bird jumping down, and then it hard cuts to black, and then it goes back to the Na'vi town, and they're like, there's no way he did it. We don't trust this white man. This white man don't know shit about Na'vis. And he flies in with a bird, and they're like, damn, this dude fucks though. And then now he's the king of the Na'vi.
I've only seen the movie once. I did not pay that good attention.
And the second one, they're like, yo,
There's
his
a
kids are
second
pieces
one?
of shit. Oh, yeah, there's a second one. And they're like, yo, this man that caught the big bird, his kids are kind of dicks, and we don't like them, us water people. And then his kid makes like a weird mother-son relationship with a big fish. And now they're like, damn, he's friends with the fish. This guy fucks. He's our king now. And that's the whole movie.
I didn't know there was a second one.
Oh, yeah. There's a third one coming out. And then a fourth
Third
one.
I'm not even...
Yeah.
I haven't watched the second one. I probably won't. You know what I have
it's
seen
too-
multiple times? I've seen Paw Patrol Mighty Pups like 17 times.
Hell yeah. I've seen the Paw Patrol movies way too many
Oh, yeah.
times.
Paw Patrol Mighty Pups, I could probably quote that movie by heart at this point in time.
Call the Who?
Junior Patrol, you're riding with me. Mess with the fire pup, you're gonna get burned.
You're at Adventure Bay. We call the Paw Patrol.
You know what? I just want to stay flexible.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. Look, Liberty, cool addition. They don't let her do shit. No respect for Liberty.
Absolutely not.
The second movie
she even goes
could have
like,
been about Liberty.
that's why she's my favorite pup. They're gonna make a movie for every member. So the next, if we don't get a Rebel movie soon, I'm gonna. Dude, if they don't.
Oh, there's going to be a Rumble and Crew movie. There's going to be a Rumble and Crew movie. Absolutely. a Rumble.
Actually, you know what movie we're not gonna get? We're not gonna get a Zuma movie, and I hate it.
Don't you say that. Zuma deserves his own movie.
Yeah, I agree. Zuma
Zuma is the
best
goated
member of the Paw
pup.
Patrol. You
Hands
know what?
down. He says bro and yo, and he never bitches and complains like Chase does.
You know who beat the
And-
final boss of Paw Patrol 2 basically on his own? Zuma.
Zuma.
Zuma
Yup.
broke out Sky. Zuma's the one that
He
beat
gave
her.
Sky that hands, bro.
Yeah, Zuma by far the best member of the Paw Patrol, and he
Hands
says,
down.
"Bro, dude, he's so
He
cool."
says bro.
He's
He
the
never wants bitches like Chase.
The rest of
he never,
them,
he never
all
cowers
they
out
do
like
is
Chase.
handle over world rescue. You know, only
Yep.
one of them can handle underwater rescue. It's Zuma.
Yeah, boy Zuma.
You know what people biggest fear of? Usually drowning. That makes Zuma the best.
Yep. The best. You know what? They live in Adventure Bay, not Adventure Plains.
Hey, they live in
need
Adventure
a lot of
City
boats.
now. Well, it depends. Well,
Well,
they're
that's
in
true.
the
Yeah.
past.
It's an Adventure Castle.
I'll
Yeah,
be honest,
it depends on.
The Adventure Castle one, Zuma had nothing to do. I'll admit.
Yeah. Hey, yo, we need a boat. Why?
we're fucking like in Spain in like the Middle Ages. Where are we?
Yo, there's a dragon. Zuma, what are you gonna do? I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna sit here and smoke, dude.
Dude, shit, that's crazy. Y'all figure that out though.
There's so many episodes where Zuma just doesn't have a single line. Every
Yeah.
other character's up in a zoo, Zuma's just there.
I
He's
always love
so
when they're
weird.
like, all right, Paw Patrol, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this.
Zuma?
All right, see you, Zuma.
Yeah, nothing. Every member has a role. Zuma, nothing. His
Zuma
role-
normally sets up the jokes for Marshall before they crash.
Yeah, and he's like, you're there for crowd control.
Yeah.
Okay, dude's just chilling, living his best life. Dude has a
He's honestly
fucking
living it up,
hoverboat.
dude.
Come on, dude.
Look, all cops are bastards, even the Paw Patrol, except my dude Zuma.
Yeah, you know what? Name one bad Coast Guard member. You can't, because you can't
Can't-
name a single
can't-
Coast Guard member.
can't.
Bitch.
Can't. If I'm out in the ocean, I'm like, damn, I hope the fire department
Yeah.
shows up.
Yeah.
Hell no, I want a motherfucker with a boat.
You know what show Zuma would be on? Zuma, Baywatch. Hands down.
Ooh,
There you
yes.
go. That's what it is.
You know what? I want to see that chocolate lab running in slow motion. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not. That is weird. Do not say that again. All I'm saying is if Zuma were a human, he'd be Pamela Anderson.
You ever see a dog and be like, Dave, it was real though.
Never hassle the Hoff. I can see Zuma being like, that's why you don't hassle the Hoff. I introduced Logan to Knight Rider. He had no idea what was going on.
Oh my god, that's a wild thing to introduce.
Well, it's because
your son
we
to.
watched what movie we watched? We watched some kids movie. Oh, we watched the fucking Easter movie where like James Marsden becomes the Easter Bunny.
Oh yeah.
You know that one, right? Yeah. You know where James Marsden is the Easter Bunny, and David Hasselhoff is a main character in it. And he makes a joke where he's like, "I'm not worried about you being a bunny because my best friend's a talking car." And Logan was like, "I don't get it." I'm like, "We're gonna watch Knight Rider."
You're gonna learn all about Kit.
Yeah, prepare to meet David Hasselhoff.
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna say we watched the SpongeBob movie and he was like, yo, who's this dude swimming with his SpongeBob on his ass? Oh
No.
my god. What a wild pool. Yo, you like this James Marsden Buddy movie? You're gonna love Knight Rider.
He made a Knight Rider joke in the middle of the movie. What was I supposed to do? We're gonna stop the cube. We're gonna stop the cube. We're gonna stream off. Hour 40 minutes in, I'm pulling out Knight Rider references. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Yo, I get you're only a kindergarten. This is gonna blow your fucking mind.
To be fair, he thought it was cool. The car talked.
Yo, wait till he sees Cars. He's not gonna believe
He
it.
has seen cars, but it's different. It's real life. It's not animated.
It's real life.
It's a real car.
Yo, I need a live action Cars stat. Get on it, Disney.
I'm trying to get him to say don't hassle the Hoff, but he's not into it.
Oh my god. Yo, we need jizzles for this Cars talk. Get my boy back in here.
We gotta stop Fortune so it's back. Oh my god.
You have a very weird obsession with James Marsden. I'm gonna say it.
Okay, okay. James Marsden is like he is amazing how many movies he acts as the co-stars with an animated character that is not a real.
Have you
Incredible
ever thought
number.
because he's not? Have you ever thought because maybe he's a bad actor with real people?
I have thought that because first of all, he's Cyclops. Fuck you.
Yeah. Okay. How many scenes you're like, damn, James Marsden nailed that Cyclops right there?
You know what? Cyclops.
Name one line.
Cyclops is a known stick in the mud that's not fun at all. James Marsden nails in his performance. Every other Cyclops tries to be too fun. Here's a line. He goes, Wolverine takes his bike and he goes, he took my bike.
I thought you were gonna go with the obvious to be by X-Men, but nope.
Which one? Sorry.
That's to me my X-Men, which is like it's his Avengers Assemble.
I know. I don't think he ever does. He ever say that?
I think he has to.
I don't think he does.
He says it,
no, because it's just,
I know the X-Men.
It's such a stupid line. Nobody actually says it for serious.
He says it all the time in the comics and in the animated series.
Yeah, I don't think he says it in the movie because they're trying to be edgy. Remember, they're all wearing black leather.
True.
It's way too quick for them to drop in the X-Men.
I love those movies.
Oh,
God, they
I
were
love
bad
them.
X-Men movies.
They were such bad movies, but I love them to death.
Anyway, Halle Berry, call me.
Yeah, they did every character bad in that movie. Sorry.
Oh my God.
You know what? I'll say even Hugh Jackman's Wolverine was like not done great, but you know what?
He's too tall.
They recovered. Oh yeah, he's way too tall. He's like 2 feet taller than Wolverine, but they did recover the X-Men movies eventually.
Yeah.
X3 was not it.
Oh God, no.
Will I stop whatever I'm doing to watch them? Absolutely. Are they good movies?
Yeah.
No. They wrote Cyclops out of the third one. Insane.
Yeah. And then they got the when the Days of Future Past, they got the kid from Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Who had somehow less
personality
than
than
James Marsden.
Yeah, he had less charisma than James Marsden. Here you go. Here's another line.
Hey,
wait. Here you
I'm
go.
the Ready Player One guy.
Here you go. Gene. There you go. Nailed it. I don't have time to play Guild Wars anymore, dude.
Oh my God.
I'm too busy writing James Marsden's dick.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Nothing.
He plays co-star to animated characters so many times. It's insane.
Nothing will be funnier than when we were talking about the Nickelodeon documentary. And we talked about how brought up James Marsden. You're like, oh my God, I love James Marsden. This is a great dude. And we're like, yeah, he defended Nickelodeon in this. And you're like, well, I didn't know that.
I don't think he's a great dude. I think it's hilarious how often he plays alongside his animated characters. I mean, he's like going to be in like a billion Sonic movies. Because nobody else.
I mean, Sonic 3 was. Sonic 3 was so good.
Yeah.
He was also barely in it.
He was not a major part of making that movie good. Listen.
No, he wasn't.
He had
Idris Elba, best Knuckles.
They have cut down on the amount of James Marsden scenes in every Sonic movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten less and less.
Like they wrote him out of the second half of Sonic 3. Just like they wrote him out of the second half of X3.
His whole thing in Sonic 3 is they're on a beach, like, man, I'm glad nothing crazy's going on. And the helicopter shows up, grabs Sonic and gang, and they're like, all right, well, that's cool.
Yep.
That's the whole first half of the movie. Like, all right, there's James Marsden. Man, earn your paycheck, bud.
All right. I'm about to, after this game, I'm going to pull up James Marsden's IMDb, and we're going to find out how many times he's acted co-star to an animated character. But it's more than 3, which is insane.
Do you think, all right, hear me out. Do you think that they could get Freddie Prinze Jr. to play that same role?
Absolutely. They will not.
He'd play it better.
Sorry, I don't think they'll do it. I don't think
they won't do it. I'm just saying, like,
will he play better?
In a world that James Marsden doesn't exist.
No.
You think they get Freddie Prinze Jr. to play that role?
Okay, in a world without James Marsden, absolutely, it's Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah, he's just a worse James Marsden. Okay. So, tell me a better Freddie Prinze Jr. movie that's not Scooby Doo.
Fuck, you got me there.
And you know what? And you know who was the best part of the Scooby Doo movies? Matthew Lillard. Yeah, fuck, hack the planet, bitches.
Scrappy Doo was great.
Absolutely not. No, Matthew Lillard hacked the planet. Fuck you. You know, oh my God, there's so many. I say hack the planet, and nobody knows what I'm talking about. It pisses me off. I made a swordfish reference, and somebody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" What do you mean? What am I talking about?
Right.
Swordfish. Like, what
The only
is
thing I know about
Swordfish?
Swordfish is the scene with Halle Berry, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's a scene where like fucking Hugh Jackman like runs around like dancing half naked, hacking. It's insane. We gotta watch Swordfish after this. It's so good. It's got John
Like I said,
Travolta in it.
only thing I know is the scene with Halle Berry.
Okay, yeah, but there's a hacking scene too, and it's so stupid. It's got John Travolta versus Hugh Jackman and Halle Berry.
Wow, you're really selling me. Throw the Scientologist at me. That's great.
He's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy.
It's got Hugh Jackman as a skinny nerd.
Oh my God.
I'm not trying to sell you Face Off. I'm trying to sell you Swordfish. They're completely different movies.
All I'm saying is,
I want to take his
Freddie
face off.
Freddie Prinze Jr. bagged Daphne. All right, all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, but Velma's better, so it's fine.
Shit, you know what? Honestly, I can't even.
Yeah. and she dated Sean Green. All right, I'll take Sean Green over Freddie Prinze Jr. and James Marsden every day of the week.
I'm trying to think of what other actors played a lot with
I said stop
animated characters. My bad.
God.
I'm currently on IMDb trying to see what other actors played a lot of roles with animated characters. Oh my God, I forgot James Marsden was in Cats vs. Dogs.
I told you I told you he's played alongside animated characters so many times.
Jesus.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Unfrosted. I didn't even know this movie.
I mean, Brendan Fraser's also up there though.
Yeah, he's not nearly as many.
I mean, he's been in one.
One is less than 3.
I mean,
Dude,
okay. All right. I'm gonna say this though. Looney Tunes absolutely soars over Hop. All right, soars over Cats versus Dogs.
Wait, is that the name of the movie I watched was Hop?
Yes.
I have no idea. I sat down for
All
dinner,
I'm saying-
and my wife's like, "We're watching an Easter movie." I'm like, "What are we watching? What's it called? Hop?" And she was like, I forgot. I was making a joke.
I'm just saying, Looney Tunes back in action, absolute banger of a movie.
Okay.
I mean, they have a scene where Shaggy threatens Matthew Lillard for playing Shaggy terribly.
Yeah, but Matthew
Great
Lillard plays
comedy.
Shaggy.
I know, but I'm saying it's great. It's a great bit.
Threatening himself.
I mean, it's such a good it's a good Looney Tunes movie. It's a great Brendan Fraser movie. All in all, fucking banger.
I forgot James Marsden was in Hairspray.
What? Oh my God, he was.
He was like the host of the Hairspray.
Yeah. No, the host was Zac Efron. He was
No,
like one of.
I thought Zac Efron was like the main squeeze. James Marsden was the host.
The main squeeze. Yo, the main squeeze. Yeah, you really love Hairspray.
I was using Hairspray terminology. Like Zac Efron's like the main love interest. James Marsden's the host of the show.
Oh my God.
He's Corny Collins.
You're probably right. You're probably right. I don't honestly.
You telling me?
I don't remember anything from Hairspray.
I've watched Hairspray enough times. I have that soundtrack on my Spotify, dude.
Oh my God. I like how we accidentally got back to the IMDb bit.
Yeah, how do we end up on this bit now? Why said we weren't gonna do this bit? We're gonna do this goddamn bit anyway.
Fucking backed up into it.
Just fucking accidentally ended up in the bit I was trying to avoid. I'm on IMDb. We gotta
do you? All right. Brendan Fraser was in Monkey Bone.
What the fuck is that? Okay, without looking it up, can you tell me anything about that movie?
It's him, and he's got a little monkey, animated monkey companion that's got monkey gun. They're trying to steal like a.
There's so much better so much better Brandon Fraser movies. Why are you using this one?
I'm trying to find other animated movies where he acted side by side with an animated character. That was the whole conversation we were having.
Oh my God! Wasn't there an animated character in George the Jungle?
James of the Jungle.
I forgot, dude.
I mean, okay, that's the. Do you count like real life looking animals that speak as animated?
If they don't have to be like cartoon animated. They can be like real animals are like animated for like their
Oh,
parts
so
instead.
like furry vengeance.
Fuck. I can't
Well,
believe you do this to me.
now you fucked yourself.
Oh no, I can't believe you do this to me. All right, but how about Beast? Wait. It's Beast.
Oh, if you're gonna do that, then Brendan Fraser has Doom Patrol.
Oh fuck. He's the mummy too, I guess.
Oh, but yeah. Oh my God. You know what? Honestly, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he acts alongside wrestling Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Speaking of which, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was speaking of a little bit all the way back. Just wanted us to talk about shitty WWE PR. Roman Reigns was like, I want to do something less athletic to entertain. He wants to go into acting again. He's gonna do his own Scorpion King.
Scorpion King 2, but this one.
Scorpion King 2 Reigns. That's it. It's
The reign of the Scorpion
the
King.
original tribal chief. Scorpion King 2.
Oh my God. I thought you were gonna be like, he got to act next to Rachel Weisz, with hands down hottest woman I've ever seen in my life, and I haven't even seen her in person.
You're married.
God, absolute babe. I don't look. If I get a pass and Rachel Weisz shows up, I'm taking it, 100%. I will apologize after. She will understand.
Yeah, what about James Marsden and Robot and Frank?
Have you seen The Mummy 2?
Yes, I have. Fuck this game. I'm browsing. Most was game.
Any of my homies that are here that are also 30 years old that seen The Mummy 2, Rachel Weisz is a babe.
I forgot James Marsden was Maker Man 2.
What?
He was like one of the like the other newscasters, whatever.
Oh, did you remember Brendan Fraser's biggest loved rom-com banger, Bedazzled?
That sounds like that Shaq movie.
No, Bedazzled is the one where he falls in love with a woman. Finds out it's actually like the devil or something. You never saw that?
Oh, was that the one that was like it was like an old TV show too? Was that Home Minute? No, that's
That's Bewitched.
that's Bewitched. Yeah,
Yeah.
Bedazzled, Bewitched, just the same thing.
I
Tell me I'm
forgot,
wrong.
like he picks her up at the bar, and then like the next day he finds out like she's the devil, and he tries to break up with her, and he just tries to ruin his life.
Wait, wasn't James Marsden the prince in that movie? Where she's like a Disney princess, or whatever that comes to real life, or whatever. No, that was somebody else. No, yeah, he wasn't the main love interest, but he was Prince Charming or something. Yeah, he wasn't the
Oh
rom
my
com
God,
character.
what was that movie?
I'm gonna find it. Don't you dare cue another game.
I will not. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He was in Enchanted. He was Prince Edward in Enchanted. There you go.
Yeah.
He was in 27 Dresses. Oh my God.
He was in the Boss Baby movies. Did you know that?
I did not know he was in the Boss Baby movie.
I did not know that either.
He was John Wilkes Booth in Zoolander. My favorite James Marsden, John Wilkes Booth in Zoolander. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna cut this. This is stupid.
Oh my God! Did you know that James Marsden was Hitch Trailblazer in My Little Pony: A New Generation? I bet you didn't. Bet you didn't, bud.
I got nothing. Wait, he was in Taco Bell's Nacho Fries Retrieval?
Hell yeah. My man's been making bank.
When Taco Bell's Nacho Fries vanished, one man must go further than any man has gone before to bring them back.
Oh,
It's a long
he was.
video.
Oh my God.
It's a
Okay,
commercial.
not even lying. Not even lying. Death at a Funeral is probably his best movie.
He was in Westworld.
Was he in Westworld?
Wait, there was an Enchanted and a Disenchanted? There was a sequel?
Yes, there was. The sequel came out like a couple years ago, and it was not great.
My wife's probably made me watch now.
I'm sorry if anybody listening to this, if your wife here apologize.
Yeah,
She probably
unless
really
Katie's
likes.
finally watched this.
Yes.
He was Sir Brad Starlight in 3 episodes of Wander Over Yonder.
But no, like seriously though, Death at a Funeral probably his best movie. Not even like banger of a movie, and he nails it being the white boyfriend. Great.
He was JFK
Honestly, nails it.
and John Wilkes Booth. He was JFK in The Butler.
Sorry, I gotta hit my boy Jitzel. 1 second. Hey, yo, at Jitzel, you'll get me.
No, Death at a Funeral was good. It's a good movie.
James Marsden, best movie, Death at a Funeral.
I don't know about best movie.
Hands down.
Over Sonic 3?
He's not even in it.
Over X-Men.
I mean, I mean, like best movie of him actually acting.
Oh, okay.
Of like his character actually being like iconic in the movie.
X2?
Is X2 the one where Jean dies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
His X-Series where she comes back and she dies twice.
My boy Jitzel
Do you
got
talk
me.
about when she dies as the Phoenix or when she dies
When she dies as Jean. I said Jean. I didn't say when Phoenix died. I said when Jean died.
I was asking to be specific.
Did you know James Marsden was in Superman Returns?
Yes, we said that already.
But did you know?
Yes, we did this already.
James Marsden hasn't been in a lot, so we're kind of doubling up.
No, he's not been in a lot.
I feel like he's been in a lot, but boy, is he not.
I feel like he's acted alongside more animated characters, but there's a less than I'm thinking of. Yeah. I guess just been Sonic a bunch of times.
Jitzel said James Marsden was pretty good in Sex Drive.
Oh my god!
Man, my man Jitzel's gonna pull some bullshit out of his ass.
IMDb. We're on a different.
I'm trying to. I don't even see Sex Drive on his like top IMDb.
It's on there. It's definitely not on the top. Yeah, the 6. It's right above 27 Dresses.
That is such a wild pull for him to just come out. Like...
He's on IMDb. I told you. You say he wasn't good in the box?
This is our best bit, hands down.
It's the stupidest bit. We need to stop. We finished talking with him in the podcast like 45 minutes ago.
I want you to know. I saw on IMDb it goes Sonic 3, Sonic 2, Jury Duty, Sonic.
This episode of Jury Duty was great. First of all, great, hands out, great episode. Mine says known for Hairspray, X-Men, and Champion 27 Dresses.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna stop. We're gonna stop here. There's no end credits. This is it. I'm just done. I'm recording. I'm cutting the stream.